Trickle in, trickle in, trickle in, trickle in. My sound okay, right? Yeah, okay.
You sound great. You sound great.
Trickle in. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What's good? Welcome to Talking Manchester, mate. Talking about Manchester, mate. You know what I mean? You check this.
Talking.
All right, we're good over here. We're all
Mm,
good. Hey, let's just talk about this game the other day. So
hmm
I got the subscription. I'll talk about it later off screen. So I managed to watch the game. And when I kind of watched it twice. I wanted to see, I just wanted to see a few things. Now, what I noticed first was going 2-0 down made the game way better. Like it really was a very very interesting and pretty awesome game. Hang on,
hmm
I wear my gloves. Awesome game to watch. It really was. But only after going 2-0 down. Now earlier Fabrizio Romano he did a pod and the quick one and I saw it. It seems apparently what happened at halftime was Oli went into the halftime room and told the guys, "Look, I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to jump on you. I'm not going to scream at anybody. Okay. I still
hmm
think we are in this game and I still have faith in you guys that we can win. So I'm here to say I'm not going to substitute anybody, but I need you guys to go out there and get a result." So that's what I did. That's why you see the second half when it started, everybody was the same. And
hmm
then just before he wanted to bring on Cavani, Cavani was changing his shirt, but then the first goal went in.
hmm
So what I guess what I'm saying is what this kind of shows is that people were asking whether the dressing room really want to play for him and all this nonsense and whatever the
hmm
hell, whatever, right? It seems like the players still have faith in him. I don't think they've
Yep.
lost faith in him. I don't
Yeah.
think he's lost.
Even the day, I think it was just yesterday or the day before, they interviewed what I call Bruno, and Bruno was saying he will do anything for Oli. He said Oli had a plan. Apparently, to the players, they actually
Take it for
uh,
a while, huh?
they for the players they actually Oli, I think, actually shared with them what is his plan, what is the gameplay, and so on. So he said, we trust Oli, we trust the manager. He's the manager. He knows what he's doing, and we will play for him, lah. So that itself is actually, I feel, it's a statement of intent that to show that the players are still actually behind Oli, despite whatever nonsense or whatever shit we hear outside there. I mean, the one that really knows well is the players. They know whether they want to do it or not. And I mean, like you said, that's not even the second half after the Atlanta game, when they came out. They didn't change much in terms of the gameplay. They just I think they took it up another gear only. But overall, I'm still a little bit not really that happy with the defense. But if you look at the Atlanta second goal, okay, that header goal, is that same face, is that same look that we saw at the Leicester game, and you can see that Harry Maguire's look chasing the defender with that puzzled face. That look when he see the fella running up, jumping up in the air, and he's like, oh, the kind
The
of look.
oh shit look.
Yeah, the old shit look. So that itself, I hope is not becoming a common trend. Moving forward, I hope that
You see, which is what kind of okay made me feel assured. Okay, so
Mhm,
that means even though we went 2-0 down after
mhm,
losing to a team that we were 4-2 up, I mean, and
mhm,
that we lost 4-2,
mhm.
there wasn't any chaos. There doesn't seem to be any. I mean, I trust the guy's sources. There wasn't any chaos, and there wasn't anyone shouting or blaming anybody for anything.
Correct.
So that's why in the second half you can see Lindelof and Harry Maguire kind of playing up upfield a lot.
Yep.
So that's why I put on the Facebook also. I put these things which I think we really need to think about, which is the two goals. The second and the third goal came from
Mhm.
crosses way far out on the wing. Now we haven't played this way far out on the wing style in years. In the 5 years since Oli came, I think the first year maybe he tried it,
They tried it a little
transition
bit.
time.
Yeah.
After that, no way. Like we don't have a Valencia going to stand right at the far end, or like the other guys so saying like can you trust Greenwood to stay on the touch the line, touch be on the touch line
Hug
for
the
the long
line.
pass.
Hug the
But
line.
hug the
hugging
line,
the touchline.
hugging the sideline. But then, if you look at the two games, first one was the second goal was the Bruno cross. Shaw put it up to him. Bruno crossed it far away. Cavani got a little touch to it. I tell you, that guy Cavani, my man lah. He bent away, touched the hair a little bit, and then Maguire, lucky. It was a good shot.
It was a
I
good
think
shot.
he
It
had
was
been
a
watching,
freaking good shot.
right? Yeah,
Hmm.
he'd been watching how the strikers hit and all that. He
Hmm.
kept the ball low on the ground. It's a good shot. I know people are saying he's still shit. He's still shit despite what he's got. Now, man, got to give the boy some credit. And
Hmm.
all this after Oli's talk, huh? So there wasn't any hair dryer, whatever nonsense, huh? So
Hmm.
I'll
It's just a
round it
normal
up.
hair blower only,
There's no hair blower. And then maybe not even a
not
hair
hair
blower,
dryer.
bro. It's just a whisper, a careless whisper. And then the third goal came from a Shaw cross.
Hmm.
What a, I mean, I tell you, if you want to ask somebody who's got that eagle eye, it's Ronaldo and Cavani, man. That headed goal.
Hmm. You know,
That's the,
you need these two. I mean, their experience and their knowledge of the
yeah,
game,
they know it's there.
it
But
shows.
it
Yeah,
was the cross, bro. It's the cross. The cross came from the side. It came from outside. So long I haven't seen us play where we get the ball, put on the side, cross inside. Maybe
do a
because we
quick
didn't have
cross,
anybody
right?
like that.
Yeah, we get the ball. Actually, we do have a lot of players that can do that. You know, if you look at it, right? Actually, if you look at how Bruno plays, you look at how Pogba plays. They remember I said, last week we were talking about how we're going to play 4-4-2. Who's going to be playing on the left or right? And I said that we can actually play Bruno on the left or Pogba on the left, simply because these guys they are able to control the ball. They're able to play the ball really well. So the thing is, if you see, lots of time Bruno actually goes out wide, and he's able to actually, bring that ball into the game. Cross the ball, set play, because he's creative and he's able to actually um, control the game. You see, by his ball control skills. So I mean, this guy can set up anywhere in the field. If you let him go into the final third, he can set up. So
So that's
he's
why
a smart guy.
now,
Yeah,
now with Ronaldo there, Cavani there, and us trying to figure out how the fuck to play. Why not we start playing this forward and start pumping those crosses in?
correct.
I know last time I was complaining that we were that like that when we were not playing well, we were putting a lot of the balls to the side, crossing anybody was not going nowhere.
Hmm.
But now you can see these quick balls in, this fast pace, these quick balls in seem to be, it can work. So
Hmm.
now I'm thinking, if you still want, okay, 4-2-3-1. The two yesterday was what's his Fred and Tommy.
Hmm.
There you go. Maybe now we'll get to that lah. We'll talk about a defensive thing. But looking at that game and how we came back and won, the equalizing goal and the winning goal came
Hmm.
from crosses. All right.
Hmm.
No matter how the hell we look at it, it came from crosses on the side. I can't remember when the last time we did something cross
But
from the side.
But to be honest, right, that game on was it 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. I lost track of my days. The 2 days ago, right, that Champions League game, Sancho actually show more of what he's actually capable of doing. If you watch that game, he's more involved. I think either he managed to get his confidence right, or is it because of the continental game? But somehow that is almost what we actually expect from Sancho. I would not say it's a great performance, but I would say
Mm.
that it's way better than what we have seen throughout the season from this young boy over there. But like you mentioned just now, I mean, we have two really good how to say it, experienced players that know how to make certain runs. They know where to go, where to stand, what to do. With Ronaldo and Cavani, if you can play 4-4-2, and with Ronaldo and Cavani up there, my God, the amount of chances we can create. You just
See?
have to pump the ball in, man. Just have to pump the ball in.
So
You
I'm
know.
thinking this,
Mm.
maybe it's time to try lah. I think he's worried about the defense and whether they can
Yeah, I
hold
think
up.
that's the biggest worry for him. If not,
That's the
he wouldn't
biggest
have played that
concern.
that two defensive midfielder
Yeah,
gameplay. But even that day,
and
actually, yeah, Fred actually played quite well. To be honest, I'm quite surprised.
he played okay. Yeah, I was going to say so. Fred always puts himself I'll come to it when we come to our
Hmm.
wish list thingy. Anything else want to say about the game? All I can say is yes, it's true. When we are playing very attacking football, it's nice to watch and we play better.
Hmm.
But it came to a point where the super attacking football became very stalematey.
Yeah.
And remember we were talking about on WhatsApp how Oli actually kind of regretted Ronaldo was coming in a way because kind of threw
Hmm.
his plans to shit. And then
Hmm.
now all that talk about, so instead of us buying a defensive midfielder,
Hmm.
Kamavinga, now Raul, whatever those names that were mentioned,
Hmm.
we actually went and got Ronaldo.
Hmm.
My take is, well, like we said the other day, you're playing according to the player's strength. Put the star players in positions where you
Mm-hmm.
think will suit an attacking play. All right.
Agreed.
Like, yeah, because like if rumors are true that Chelsea are going to get Haaland, you think Tuchel not going to find a way to put Haaland and Lukaku to play together? Hell yeah,
My
maybe
God,
because
that's actually going to be one
right.
hell of a bloody partnership, man. That's
So
scary, man.
you imagine if Cavani can stay fit and we put him in front.
Hmm.
Wait, hang on, I want to cousin Roy Bulu sudah tua bang. Aku
Stress
sudah
lah.
tua.
Watch MU play.
Ah,
Stress,
eh,
stress.
Syukri masuk engkau ni tak masuk babi
Mm.
kau. Okay, anyway, so I was thinking,
Come,
right,
man.
if we play 4-4-2, right? Yeah, we play 4-4-2. We put Cavani in front as the out and
Mm-hmm.
out because he'll be in great position, and then put Ronaldo behind. Lah, step down, step back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Ronaldo wants the ball, right? Whoever playing on the side can come in, fill in that role, play a bit more attacking. Harry Maguire and Lindelof being so far up yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
in the game day before, was great to watch, man.
Yep.
I was like, yo, Lindelof and Maguire planting themselves in that goal. That's why he got
They're more of a
the
defensive
goal.
midfielder than the defender at the moment,
Man,
man.
it was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And okay, because those guys are already counter attack, so they have defensive duty. But I was like, so now how? So now if we progress, are we going to continue playing like this? Let them score against us, and then we score back. Not to
Mm-hmm.
mention the other team could have scored more goals. So they here again,
He is really
Angel,
on form this season, man. He's back,
like
man.
Mr.
I
Bean. Yeah,
mean, I feel pity for Henderson lah. Actually, to
yeah.
be
He
honest, Dean
better he'll
Henderson.
be him the cups. Yeah, that's it.
I feel really pity for him. Somehow something happened. De Gea suddenly turned back on his god mode. And he's making saves that we
Insane.
see him do back then when his early stages of his career with MU. And my God, I mean, some of the saves you see is like, where have this guy been for such a long time.
Yeah. All
Mm,
right. That's a good recap on the game. A good 12-10 minutes recap. So
mhm,
now, guys, we would like to jump into what we wanted to talk about. It. Junson was mentioning. Where's our names didn't appear? Forget it. So Junson was mentioning the
mhm.
other day about how we can looking at how Junson, you explain it.
Okay. It's just a thought. It's like, imagine we have the same concept like how we play the fantasy Premier League, right? Where you have that wild card, twice in the season. But if just say you were given a real wild card, as in for this MU team, who would you pick? To replace the players that we have. Are you going to keep the same players, or who are you going to take out and replace it with whichever player? I mean, we cannot change the manager. It's going to be still Oli. So what kind of player? Okay, what kind of player, which player we want to pick from the Premier League to
Okay.
be in this
Yeah.
MU team that could actually bring us to the next level? I mean, let's just like I say we play along the rules like the fantasy Premier League. We only can pick players from the Premier League. And now we have the wild card. We can make multiple changes. So who would you change in this MU team, and who would you get? To be in this team. Are you going to keep some of the players? Who you going to keep? Who you going to throw? Who you going to exchange? Who you going to transfer? So who would you pick? So
So I
cousin
want to
Roy.
go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I want to go first. So I thought about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Went back and forth trying to figure out like, yeah, okay, which position, right? Because I was thinking, okay, should I go D? Because it seemed almost like no need to go front lah.
Mm-hmm.
Front with the top heavy already, right? So I was thinking, should we go D? Should we go mid? And the answer still came back to mid. I said
Mm-hmm.
like we might be kind of congested in the midfield, but no 5 star, 5.5 star. That
Mm-hmm.
half-star fellas. So I went there only based on the fact that I think Shaw was playing very well. Bisaka also that day playing attacking. Nice,
Mm-hmm.
nice. It's good. And if both the guys were not injured, Varane was not injured, I don't think we'll be in this predicament. That's my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with this guy. Yes,
Which guy?
sir. I went
Who
with
is
Bernardo Silva. Now,
okay?
Bernardo Silva is um, Bernardo Silva is perhaps I would say City's like Michael Carrick more with a scoring touch. I
Okay.
was always wondering how City would be whether or not they'll be able to replace David Silva because when De Bruyne started hitting form, he was the one always on the front attacking. But David Silva was always able to hold that middle part, because brains lah. I think as a player, the fella can. He was reading the game very well, and I think Pep needed that kind of role for him to play while contributing goals here and there. Silva, in my opinion, was one of those players who knew how to control the pace of the game. So maybe sometimes he'll go fast, sometimes he'll go slow. If he sees the game needs, he will know where to pass the ball to the player. Which position, high, low, up, down. I think he almost an uncanny ability to even know how the opponents would play and how to react, and not just based on how they played all the time. I read somewhere, but I couldn't find it, like how good midfielders will also watch and read how their opponents play, every opponent, not just Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Talking about all. I'm talking about Leeds, Leicester, even Birmingham, Brighton, every team. So that's how he can go into every game with a little bit of extra knowledge and play well. Now, think seeing how big a role Silva played for City, I was wondering how they will be able to replace him. But this guy right here, right now, is playing some insane football. I'm just going to share a video of him playing, and I'm going to forward it to the part where he actually some highlight ball. When it comes to moving the ball from the back to the front, or from the middle back to the middle, or the middle to the front, he doesn't do that very well. Another reason, let me throw a few numbers there, 'cause people like numbers, right? So now this is a ranking for the entire world, where they rank all the players on their positions, 1 to 1, 0 to 100, and how they do well, right? Looking at Bernardo Silva for non-penalty, for assists, right? He's ranked in the 92% percentile. For XG assist, which means it follows a pass that follow assist. That means I pass to Junson, Junson pass to Gion, then he score. But my pass is crucial also. 94%, 94. In the non-penalty, this one a bit hard to explain. Shot creating actions, he's in the 93%. All right, and then we have, but this this number really blew my mind. Okay, progressive carries is carries that move the ball towards the opponent's goal at least 5 yards, or any carry into the penalty area. Excludes carries from the defending 40% of the pitch, which is fine. That's probably just above the D goal line only, which he's only there during corners. 99%.
Damn.
Which means I think there are only two other players better than him in the entire world. Progressive carries. This is the important one for the Manchester United is missing. Dribbles completed successfully 90%. Touches 99. The
Crazy.
touches here is touches in attacking penalty area 99 percentile. Progressive passes recorded, received. Let me just read this out. Completed passes that move the ball towards the opponent's goal at least 10 yards from its furthest point in the last 6 passes, or any completed pass into the penalty area excludes pass from the defending area. That means, I think what this means is, from the midfield area, how you move the ball towards 10 yards close from the goalkeeper, around that area. 96%. So basically everything that Manchester United kind of needs to move the ball super forward while doing all the other work and the movement, this guy fills it up. All right. The numbers that are low are pressure. I guess
I
pressure
mean,
is
that
like
means pressuring the players. That means he's
pressing
closing down.
opponent player. Correct, 59%. Because he don't need pressure. What he get the ball, they all only trying to get the ball from him. What tackles, number of players tackle, whatever. Interceptions, 22. Blocks. Remember we talked about blocks in the other show. That Fred is 96. This fellow is 15. Clearances 7. Aerial ball wants 12. Okay. So that's why I feel like, judging by those stats I just threw out there, right? Do you guys think this was the player we kind of need, or do you think we already have like an attacking player like that and we don't need Silva? Because look, man, it's right now it seems like the attacking side is okay, like I said many times, but the transitioning is shit. Like the guys on the defense don't know what to do when they pass to the center. Then the center fella just, okay, I pass to this fella, and then hopefully some individual brilliance comes in. Gion, talk to me, brother. What do you think
I
about
think
my this one? What I said?
the word is what you used just now, individual brilliance. Most of the entire team is having individual brilliance, but I don't see any. There's no what do you call that? No, there's no Porn. There's no flow. I don't know
They
what
are
they're doing.
not united, lah.
Hi,
I
darling. Hi. Hi.
No block. I tell you,
Hi, darling. Hello. Let me move
it's
my
a
face out. Then I can see you. There we go. Now I can see you. Hey. Make sure you highlight
interesting.
Manchester United and Liverpool tomorrow 11:30. Okay, darling. Make sure you do that. No, bro, you're right. There's no cohesion. I don't see
Mm.
any cohesion. I feel they're not sure what to do. And then now they're saying, okay, because we have some of them not doing that defensive work, and we got too many attacking players. Even Scholes in one of the podcasts that they said, if he is in a team and he sees Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Greenwood, Ronaldo, and Bruno in there, he'll be like, oh shit, yo, my defensive work is going to go through the roof.
Mhm.
So, do you think like a guy like Bernardo Silva can help us, or do you think I'm full of shit? Hey, we can say it here, no problem.
I think at this moment you can bring the world's best players, but
No difference.
it's not going to make a difference.
Mhm.
Look at us. Look at us. The depth of our squad now. We truly can play another first team, but why are we shit?
Mhm.
Yeah. Where do you think
It's
the problem lies? Do you think it's a player thingy, or do you think it's a only tactical thingy?
at first, I don't know. I kept giving Ole the benefit of the doubt. So I was wondering, maybe this strategy will work. Maybe it'll work in the next game. And, game after game after game, there's this inconsistency that's happening. So I think it's sort of like a mix of both lah. Strategy plus the players' discipline and determination. I feel.
If Yeah, do you think like this current crop of players, right? Who do you think are the ones that aren't really stepping up? Or because every time I ask this kind of question, it's hard for me. So because I'm telling myself like it's on the coach lah. I was telling Junson also that day. I feel it's on the
Mhm.
coach a little bit, and I love Oli. Oli's our time. What?
Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, we love the guy. Come on, when the camera used to pan towards the bench, we see Oli there. Tell me, he didn't put a smile on your face. Confirm. Be like, yo, hi darling. If you're 3-2 down, we'll be like, yo, Oli is there, it's all good. And Oli will
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
always like watching the game like a hawk, so he'll know where to position himself.
Mhm.
So a bit sayang. So now I want to say, if he lost that game day before yesterday, bro, curtains. I think it would have been curtains. So right now he got his ass saved. And I was telling
Mm.
Judson earlier in the show, Fabrizio said his insider said during the halftime there wasn't any shouting, there wasn't any scolding. It was just look, I'm not going to substitute. He was still positive reassurance and told them, I trust you. I'm not going to substitute any one of you, but I need a reaction. Got the reaction. My concern is now against Liverpool whether you can replicate that. So
Yep.
with Bernardo Silva, with my magical genie lamp Aladdin, which I just got Disney Plus. I'll be watching Aladdin later. My one wish, besides putting my Taju Kagebonshin no Jutsu, will be for Bernardo Silva to man, if I could lah. You put that boy, you pair him with anybody, pair him with Pogba or sell Pogba. We'll get to that lah. Sorry, I don't want to convolute everything.
Mhm.
And then he can play with any midfielder, no problem. Okay. Now, Junson, I want to stick to the theme of the show because we're just like basically 20 minutes in. Who was your guy?
Well, for me, the thing is, we need some steel in the midfield. And looking at it, I'm not exactly a very big fan of Fred as well. I find that I think what Zurin was mentioning the previous show, he said Kevin Hart. So the thing is, we have Kevin Hart in the middle of the field. Um,
Oh
I feel that Fred Fred may not be suitable for the English game per se, or not suitable for the style of the way MU want to play. Yes, I mean he's they call it the player that will do all the other work, the workhorse lah, basically for the team. But I feel we need someone more than that. We need someone more than that. We need someone that perhaps maybe need another McTominay. We may need another McTominay. Um, if for me, if you were to choose Bernardo Silva to come in, I would choose him to come in to replace Pogba. Okay,
But who
in
would you want to this one?
Mhm.
Who is your pick?
My pick. My pick, I think I need another defense, another defender that can give me full assurance. So if I were to choose a player to come in from the Premier League, of course we want to pick the two most expensive defenders playing for us, so we either can have Varane and Van Dijk, or Maguire and Van Dijk in there. So either one, I mean, he had to come in. I had to replace either Lindelof. So we have three very strong center defensive partnership. Okay, and then if you look at it, in midfield, someone to replace Fred, someone who can actually do the dirty work. So I think players like Ndidi, Bisuma, perhaps we can get a Kante, a younger Kante to come in to pair up with Pogba. And we saw how this pair can actually play very well during the World Cup. So I mean, I would want to see that partnership there. If you want to play Pogba more deeper, you need a player like Kante to partner him. Okay, we know that McTominay is a good player, but McTominay is more of a box-to-box, what I call midfielder, and he's not so much of a very defensive-minded player. I mean, he can be that, but he do have his tendency of running up and attack as well, and we need someone who really want to do the we call them the water carrier or the Makelele role, because we are top heavy, and we need just someone to hold the ball behind there, so that the other players can actually go ahead and do whatever magic they want to do, knowing that when they attack, the defense is assured and is safe and is solid. And with De Gea there, I wouldn't change De Gea at the moment. It looks like at the moment he is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League at the moment. Okay, with his current form.
True, true.
With Varane
Such a
back,
shit defense.
yeah, man, the guy is crazy. Way he's back. He's back now. If he's going to win Player of the Year this season, I will not be surprised. All right. So far, like
Actually, that's
until
true.
today, if until today you said De Gea is going to be the Player of the Season for MU, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't say Ronaldo is our Player of the Season. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say Ronaldo. To be honest, really, I think just now I shared with you the one article they were saying exactly
Yeah,
my sentiment. Ronaldo came in and disrupted the entire play, the MU's formation and MU's play. To be really honest, because yes, I mean the first game he came back, like a fairy tale. He scored the two goals and so on. And then the thing is, after that, you notice we look even more disjointed after his arrival. We look very much disjointed. I mean, if you look at the first few games when we played before Ronaldo came in, we look like we are going forward, and we look like really a cohesive unit. We look really like a Manchester United. But when Ronaldo came back, of course, it was a uplifting thing, lah. The whole city was uplifted. The Premier League was uplifted. Even they say the Premier League, the Instagram page, they never highlight any players, and they highlighted Ronaldo. So it was something of like it's actually a big boost, not only for MU but also for the Premier League, to have a mega star to come back again to the league. They needed that. They needed that attention as well. So the thing is, but him coming back, it disrupted the entire system that Oli has built for the past 1.5 seasons. Okay, because I can say that last season it was a season that he managed to solely mold the team into what he wants. And by Ronaldo coming in, it disrupted the entire flow all over again. So for
True
me,
that.
if I were
True
to
that.
take out, yes, maybe I would. If I want to harness, like earlier in the show, we wanted to harness the team and harness the players that we have. Good coaches does that. If you look at it, like how if you look at the Italian league, like especially, you see when the coaches go there. I mean, bar Mourinho with his 6-1 defeat. But if you look at it, like a lot of coaches, when they go into the team with the players that they have, they can actually create something. You look at how Thomas Tuchel came in, and he barely buy any player, and he brought them and win the Champions League. That's what a really good coach can do. Okay, they come in, they look at what they have, they make do with whatever resources they have, and they make the best out of it. So that's why I don't think any coaches should be given like a long time to actually do something. If you're a good coach, you're a good coach. You look at Pep; it took him just 1.5 season to get his team into what he wants. Of course, with the money of buying a lot of other players, and it makes a little difference, lah. But some of the coaches, you see, they can come in and they can make a miracle out of something. So, I again, like I agree with what Gion is mentioning just now. If Oli wants to prove that he's a good coach, no matter what player we have, he needs to make do with it. But now let's just say we're going back into this fantasy Premier League mode, lah. Huh? So I will take out Fred. I will take out Fred. Um, McTominay will be my sub. He will be my Park Ji-sung, I would say. He'll be my Park Ji-sung. And I would get either Ndidi or Bisuma to come in to do the dirty work. Of course, the dream one will be a young Kante. Lah. So
Hey,
that
wait, hang on,
yeah.
hang on. We're picking one fellow or few fellas. I thought
You
I
can
would
pick
pick
you can
one
pick the
person.
I say if you can pick entire team, you revamp the entire team, you can choose whichever player you want. Who you want to
Oh, revamp the
choose.
entire team.
If you can,
Okay.
you're given a chance. I said the wild card in the fantasy Premier League, you can literally change everybody in your team, right?
But
Yeah.
Suraj here said he would suggest Bisuma and John
John
McGinn.
McGinn. Yep.
Oh, sorry, I don't know much about John McGinn. Anybody know anything about John
McGinn is
McGinn?
actually quite good. Actually, I think MU was he was in the radar. I think about 2 seasons ago when they needed someone to play the holding role.
Oh, was
So
he?
his name and Grealish name was actually constantly popping up because they wanted to say the time. I think there was the first season that Villa came up, and his name was constantly being mentioned as a potential target for MU and so on. But I mean, to be honest, I never see what I call how Bisuma played that much, but I can see that in the games that he played against MU, he played really well. But the day, especially the day when Aston Villa was playing against MU, McGinn was doing a lot of things, man. He's doing a lot of damage to the midfield. No, he alone managed to penetrate both our defensive midfielder. So that kind of shows something, lah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we want to play. John, if you had to pick somebody from the EPL and come and play with us now, you think can help the team? Any thoughts? Any team?
Oh, so
EPL lah.
that was the question. Okay.
Hmm.
I was thinking about this for a while because the defensive midfield is one area which I definitely think we need some boost. You know, we got the world class players everywhere. We need someone to hold a Roy Keane or someone. And I
Hmm.
did think of Kante, to be honest.
I was
But
going to say that I was going to tell Junson just now it's a good pick, but I was keeping it. I'm glad you brought it up. Talk, brother. Talk to
I
me.
mean, although I also wish that we can get a young Kante, but I will settle with the current Kante as well.
Yeah, me too.
And preferably, one thing I'm still maybe I wasn't paying too much attention to the news or the post match analysis or what. We spent like 2 years plus chasing after Jadon Sancho because we were seriously lacking a right midfielder for a long time. And why once we spent 70 million pounds and chasing him for 2 years, we are still playing him on the left.
On the left, I knew you were going to say that. I'm so wondering what the heck. The other day, so I was telling Junson why didn't do like how last time
Yeah.
Jisung and Ronaldo
Ah,
or Ronaldo and whoever play on the wing lah, Giggs siapa swap. You know what I mean? They
and
play 10 minutes,
yes,
kacau the defense.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
then they swap.
They used
Yeah,
to swap a
Confuse
lot at that time.
they confuse
Mm.
the
right.
opponent a bit.
I love that. I
I
love
remember,
that. I don't know.
sorry, when Ronaldo came, I remember Ferguson always put him left, then right, then left. I tell
Yeah,
you, the defense totally screwed up.
Yep.
everyone used to talk about it when now on the right okay lah. Oh, now left Oh, okay lah. Dia main 2 game left tapi minggu lepas main 3 game right. Lawan Villa main left. Bodoh lah. Second half main right. Pening.
Yep.
Yeah,
After that it was like, yo, screw this. We'll just tune in and see.
and also I think the advantage of having these proper wingers is that we need those who can provide the ball in for, especially now that we have Ronaldo there. But I don't think Mason Greenwood, he's more of literally a striker role rather than a winger or provider.
Mm.
So to me personally, I think he's not in the right position. Not in
So
the
how about like I was talking in JS also the other day and we were saying 4-4-2 just now earlier also. Since you brought that up, right? What would you think today if we play Ronaldo and Greenwood in front? So
mm,
let Ronaldo stay the one forward lah, the super forward.
mm.
The other one be the 10. Maybe we can play not maybe must Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left, midfield, which is where whatever pick whoever you want lah. Siapa lah. But I would say it should be Bruno and Tommy lah most of the time. Bruno and Tommy most of the time. Defense put whichever four. They're all good.
Mm.
They're all good. They can put. What do you think about that? 4-4-2.
I was actually hoping for 4-4-2. I've been waiting to see this position for a long, long time.
Old school, man.
I tell you, the one striker is just not working now.
It's not
It's just
working.
not working.
Not
Those
working.
fellas are talented. Like Cavani on, he'll defend. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't get injured. Greenwood, they're worried and all that. I say, yo, Greenwood is fast, man. Don't worry. He's fast.
Yeah.
He's sharp. Let them play some quick inter passes.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now, I tell you, that's how I was saying the second goal and the third goal against Atlanta were crosses from far.
Mm.
Yeah lah, the second goal want to say terlepas Bruno, whatever terlepas. Tak apa bro, cross dalam kotak.
Yes.
And then the second one came from Shaw. Nice cross, man. That one.
That was
Shaw
superb.
also is another player that is on his point at the moment. He and
Yeah.
De Gea is actually, I think, the form player so far this season. Actually, Shaw actually since last season itself. He's the
Hard to
form
argue.
player.
I would say I want to argue with you, but hard to argue lah. I got to agree. They're saving our butts. So okay, let's see. So we got Van Dijk and Kante. At least all of us want Kante. I would take that. I'm the only one who thought about Bernardo Silva. I mean, I thought we were picking one. Defense, the reason why
My bet is my bet.
no, it's okay. I thought I didn't know it was over. Anyway, it's a good chat though. Defense, I was thinking Virgil van Dijk, man, that would be crazy. I mean, it would really complement the team, but these fellas need to stay injury free for a bit lah. I
Yep.
think when Varane came, the pace of the game killed him. And he went and suddenly played the international friendly. It just overload, bro.
The body went to shock.
Body went to shock.
And he was out for a long, long time. Very
Shit
long
lah,
time.
few weeks lah, bro. It's bit. I'm getting
What a waste,
disappointed.
Yeah, what a
Waste
waste.
lah. If it's steady
Especially-
means
Yeah, especially these few weeks, especially. We needed him to be in the defense, and
straight up.
this thing happened lah.
Because when
Unfortunate.
it's unfortunate. Because with Virgil coming back and playing with Liverpool now, bro, you see them. Okay, let's talk about the game. We're minute 42. I'll cut it later. Let's talk about I'm going to remove this. Let's talk about Manchester United and Liverpool game.
It's gonna be emotional as it always is.
I'm hoping that we get a good result so that at least I can gloat a little bit in my WhatsApp group. But I'm actually a bit worried. I think after the game I might just switch off all electronic items and head to the jungle or something like that for at least the next few days, man.
Man, I don't know whether we can even keep a clean sheet because we are not good at holding on for 90 minutes yet. I haven't seen. We've let goals in almost every game. This team is scoring like nuts. And Salah got a contract thing all coming up. Real Madrid want to look at him. Real Madrid looking at Pogba, but Real Madrid got no money. Screw them. Nobody wants to go to Barcelona. Barcelona got no money. So Liverpool are like, this guy's going to stay. Whatever money we give him, homeboy is going to stay here. We're going to win.
Yeah,
If we beat Menu,
the two
confirm
Spanish
he's going to
team-
sign
yeah,
and stay.
The two Spanish team basically almost broke at the moment.
The
The only league
Right.
that actually have money is the Premier League, to be really honest. And
Yeah.
now with the
German league also not many.
now with Newcastle coming on board as well,
Oh God.
it's going to be super. I think they don't need the
Yeah.
Super League lah. The Premier League will be the Super League lah. Barcelona and Real Madrid may want to actually request to come into the league as well. There were rumors, right, that they said they wanted to apply to change league because the Spanish league is not exactly the strongest league at the moment. There's only two teams basically.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so now this Liverpool game coming up, Varane won't be back for sure. The guys are playing some hard-fought games. I can tell you right now, I think what it's going to be is going to be Fred and Tommy in the midfield. It's going to be maybe Bruno played and maybe Greenwood or somebody maybe rested for somebody more defensive. I feel Okay, can you imagine you play 4-2-3-1 there and then the midfield so open Yo, Salah gonna cut through us like butter, man. Salah and Mane gonna be like this.
Yeah, that's the thing because now the Liverpool front three is finding back their form. You see the day Firmino just scored, and then if you look at it, now, Mane is starting to get his form back again. I think the the front two, especially Salah and Mane, they managed to patch things up. Because I remember got one time they was having some issues, right? Mane especially having some issues with Klopp.
Yeah.
But it looks like they have buried the hatchet, and at the moment now they have really worked out their differences. But I mean, the three of them look dangerous again, and that worries me a lot, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
And Firmino also scoring.
yeah, and now that with Van Dijk back in defense, and the Trent Alexander-Arnold and the Henderson is Robertson, sorry, is starting to whipping crosses again once again. So it kind of worries me a bit. But what I feel that Liverpool is still a little bit soft in is like MU. Their center of midfield compared to the entire team looks like the softest part in the team. So I mean, everyone will say that Henderson is a great player and so on. But if you put in, like you see, there's not Bernardo Silva. He ripped them apart. Just one player ripped them apart. So if just say Pogba were to play there and he bring his double A game, not even his A game anymore, bring his double A game, uh, and literally, I would say pull off a Roy Keane style of game, like be the leader of the team, or in fact, had to use be the Steven Gerrard of the team, back then when how Gerrard single-handedly dragged the entire Liverpool team. I think either Bruno or Pogba have to do that in that game tomorrow. Dominate the midfield. We need to dominate the midfield, because the thing is, we know that the front three definitely going to cause havoc, but we need to make sure that the Liverpool midfield is being controlled as well, because we know once they dominate the midfield, we are screwed big time. And we see how last week how Leicester dominated the midfield and how they tore us apart. We don't even look like a bloody unit. We look like tissue paper against knives. So they just cut through us just like that. Just pew, pew, pew. It's so easy. I felt like, what the heck is going on with this MU team? It was so disappointing to see. And I think quite a lot of articles have summed it up as well. What happened to the pressing? The high pressing game that we used to always try to say that we want to do. We
Mm.
we try to replicate what Liverpool is doing. The what they call the gen pass, gen play or something like the gen pressing. The one where you press on the get go. From the attack onwards. We were doing that. So again, I think there's one article that I think I shared with you, Roy, cousin Roy, that
Yeah.
because Ronaldo is not doing the pressing, and we noticed that even the day against Villarreal, Cavani is the one that ran almost like from half the field and go and chase the ball, where Ronaldo stand there and he slow down, he stop. So the thing is, that itself may be also a factor. You see, when you can't be just one player, not doing anything. Although yeah, we were saying that he earned his place to be the player that stand there and wait for the ball to come. But if you want to play against a cohesive team like Liverpool, don't say Liverpool, even the team like Leicester, okay, we need to make sure that we move up and down together as a unit, not as an individual. But at the moment now, that's the thing that worries me the most, which we are not a unit at the moment, and we are mostly an individual, and we're hoping that individual brilliance will get us out of a lot of trouble. And I don't think so that can work, especially when you're playing against a high quality team. It saddens me to say that a high quality team at the moment, like Liverpool and City, two of our biggest rivals, you see, at the moment. So it pains us to say it. It pains me to say it as well. But we are nowhere near them. We have the players on paper. We have the players. You look at it. Oh, hebat lah. We have players that way in a way on paper way better. You play FIFA, our ratings will be super high. But this is reality. We are not high. We are not a unit. Okay, so
Gian, what do you think of this upcoming game? I mean, we're playing at home, but
I think he needs to have a drink first.
no, we all do, man. I tell you
There you
straight
go.
up. I ain't even playing
Oh,
right now.
downing it now. Okay,
There we
that's
go.
it.
That's
Let's
what's
go,
up.
man.
That's what's up.
where do I begin?
I feel the pain.
But I found it interesting that I think was it last season where Ole managed to perform quite well against the big four, and we kind of sucked against the smaller teams. I don't know it was pure luck or determination or motivation, but I do agree with one thing you guys said where I think we definitely need Fred and Scott to play together again, because mainly because of the threat, the striking threat from Liverpool themselves. Um, I'm just I really don't know what strategy Ole is going to employ, but honestly, I all I can say is hope for the best.
Do you think
I I
a lot?
I, I mean, like, Judson said it very, very accurately. On paper, come on, look at our team, man. On paper, which manager wouldn't want this team?
Yeah, true.
We should be shooting goals in, whether it's Liverpool, City, any against anyone. But what? Something just.
Do you think like now after we let in 4 goals against Leicester that Fred's role kind of Fred's role kind of shows how it's important? Somebody asked me this on the previous show.
I think Fred can be a really good player, to be honest. Although I personally didn't like him a lot
I
over the.
think a lot of people have the same sentiment about Fred as well.
But you see, not only Fred, maybe Ronaldo, Pogba, these guys are playing superbly for their national team. Yet, when it comes to us, why is there this dual personality?
Hmm.
Something, something it doesn't click, you know. And there was an article, and you guys were mentioning earlier about workhorses. Um, yeah, we definitely need some workhorses. I think Fred will be a good, and Scott will be good workhorses. But
They are.
I think maybe the strategy wise or position wise, where they also need support, from the back and from the front. Also, talking about Maguire's role, he although he was absolutely terrible against his previous club, but he was quite solid throughout most of the games. Maybe he wasn't match fit ready for Leicester.
Hmm.
I do not know. Maybe it was against his old club kind of a
I
mindset,
believe so. I
you
believe
know.
that psychology thing
Mm.
kind of fucked him up.
And maybe he himself needs to, how do you say, change
Be,
his attitude.
be, be look into
Rather
his own style.
lose the game or whatever, still go to the camera smiling.
Oh, bro. Oh, we'll get
Yeah, man.
bro. We
Come,
talk about that City game that day.
come
Oh,
on.
last year, sorry, last year.
Why
Bro,
are you
cut the hugs,
smiling?
man.
Why are you smiling?
Why you kissing? Why you shaking? We finish a derby and they're going hugging, exchanging jerseys. Me and Junson spoke
Yeah,
about it. I mean, I love Roy Keane. Roy Keane is my all time
yeah.
favorite.
He said, "This
And
is war. How
This
did
is
you
bro,
war,
go and
yeah.
hug your opponent? How you got
he ripped into
hug
their
your
ripped
enemy?"
them a new one. So what the hell? Even Scholes also said, he said, I would never go and hug them after
Mm.
playing Liverpool. I can meet
But
them
but
outside and it's okay, but
Mm.
not on the pitch.
Scholes does that to everyone. Like he just run home and hide in his house.
Yeah. Hey, we kind of need some of that, man, right now.
Yeah, Gary
So,
Neville
He's
doesn't
over
do that also.
friendly.
Yeah,
and this kind of a mindset, you're going to war, you're going for a real battle, this is your enemy on the pitch. It's not your friend. That kind of that that's the things that Ferguson drills into his players' mindset. I think that's what we are lacking now. Ole cannot be Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Totally, no. He needs to he needs to be an asshole.
I agree. That's what I said
basically,
last
yeah.
week
It's
also.
not
Cannot.
easy. It's not easy being a leader. You
I know.
sometimes being a leader, you have to be the bad guy.
Do you
And
remember which game was that? We scored a equalizer and the game was almost ending. We're gonna draw the game. He was on the touchline there laughing. I was like, what the fuck?
Yep. Your
yeah,
daughter,
this
your daughter is not there, yet, right?
No, no, so that's Latino.
Okay.
uh
Please,
it's like
please carry on.
same with this thing lah. With they were 2-0 down in halftime, so still positive reinforcement. I'm thinking, okay, fine, but I think I like I don't want him to take the blame for the players enough. No need to say like, yeah, this fella, that fella, whatever. No, you go and tell them, yo, you fucked up.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hope he told Maguire he messed up. If he wants to say it was his, but maybe he couldn't say it because it was his fault for picking him when the other fellow was more ready. And then you come back to Leicester, summer with Ronaldo there. The energy in the stadium is different. They're probably cursing his mother and his grandmother from the time, when from the time he the bus drove into the city. So
Yeah.
you go and play him, this fellow Kelang Kabut, no, and wow, Leicester really pressed us so well, man, that day. I was like, wow, what is going on here, man? We were nowhere. So okay, he
Yeah.
redeemed himself, but after we went 2-0 down. That's
Mm-hmm.
when we started throwing all the ball, long ball, this, that, everything. And then behind Koya, almost the fella, scored. There were two saves back to back, whatever, all that. Still not steady. 90 million. I knew he was overpriced already, and what to do with Manchester United? They're going to charge us top dollar.
Some more
So now
English
against
player.
Liverpool, top pitch player, correct. So
Mm-hmm.
now we now against Liverpool next week, I think we're screwed. We have to be like how listen guys, we ain't going to score today. So Ronaldo, you sit out. Ronaldo going to say, okay, never mind, bro. Okay, boss. I tell you what, boss. Liverpool, right? Since you're losing, so I need to save your job. So never mind, I'll sit out. We play more defensive. You put Rashford as the main striker. Okay, put Rashford as the main striker. The three. You put the three attackers. You put Tomine, Fred, and Lingard. Then the back two you put Bailly and Lindelof. Then the defense, you put Maguire, Varane, Wan Bissaka, and this one. Put all defensive. Put a
Pakuba.
full. If not, you're going to kena 5-1. And if you kena, oh shit, I didn't know I changed the shape. And if you kena 5-1, then now job gone, bro. No more job already. That's it. We can start the hashtag Zidane in, Oli out nonsense already at that point.
Ole out. Ole.
Yeah. So this is where I'm at. Okay, I tell you what, we're talking about this thing and all that. Who would you like to see start against Liverpool? In what formation? Junsen.
I think looking at the
Yeah.
defensive option that we have, we can't go back to that 3-5-1 that we only used to play. There were three defenders, center defenders, and then you have Bisaka and Shaw as the wing backs. That actually gave some stability, and then you have what I call either Fred and McTominay with either Pogba and Bruno at the center. But because we are running out of options in defensive, so I don't think so he will go to that formation unless he plays Shaw in the center on the center left, and then you put Teles or I know Diego Dalot on the left, which so far didn't really work out that well. And then we may have a more solid defense, a little bit more that I have a suspicion that he may actually go for that to bring to stop Liverpool from doing what they're doing. That I feel is one of the better option. I know Ronaldo is definitely going to start. He looks like he's in his form of his life, and then I don't think Oli will want to make the same mistake of resting Ronaldo again after that high of the midweek. So Ronaldo is going to play, and Cavani may come in during the second half to replace him, or depending on the results. But Rashford at the moment he was brought out the day right on the game because of a possible dead leg or injury. So whether he may start or may not start, also that's another question. But like I say again, I like Rashford. You saw ever since he came back against Leicester, when he came onto the pitch, even the day against Atalanta, he bring a different dimension to our attack. He reminds me of a young Ronaldo when Ronaldo was a winger, and I think they are modeling him after Ronaldo as well. The way how they built him up, the way his game play and so on. So and Rashford, he is being an English player. He's not just all flair. He's also all hard work. So there's something that we kind of lack in terms of our forward line. Besides Cavani, we don't have any players that does the same work that Rashford puts in. You see, of course, you want if you want to put Lingard there as well. Lingard is also the same mode of player. Lingard and Rashford, they are both born and bred in Manchester, and this is their style of play, the hardworking style of play with what I call with added flair and some flavor into their game. So I don't know. I mean, 3-5-1. They're most likely going to go that. 3-5-2. Sorry, they may most likely go into that formation to stop Liverpool, to at least give us some stability at the back.
Gion, how would you like to see us play against Liverpool?
That was my hope as well. 3-5-2. We still need that strong defense given our current performance, and I do hope that Pogba plays. To be honest, and Ronaldo definitely will play. We need all these match winners, big game players. Hopefully they will bring their game actually lah. But these guys excel on the big stage, on big games. So I just hope to see that. And definitely Rashford, when I saw him come back to training a few weeks back, you can see that fella that's bulked up.
Yeah.
He looks ripped. But I think it's a
New hair color.
new trend. They like to pull up their shorts until very high
Like
to
underwear.
To show
their
off the muscles.
muscle.
Geseran. To mengelakkan geseran dekat kaki.
I did that at my park that day. Then the auntie came and told me to go home, please. Just scaring the kids away. my leg is not exactly the most beautiful one, lah.
So I'm actually hoping Rashford will start. I hope that the knock that he picked up wasn't too bad, because he looks really fresh now when he's after his injury comeback. Looks really solid, fast, super fast, and focused. Looks very focused. I think we need him. We need his kind of influence. I would say that influence in the game. I know it's a long shot, but I do hope to see Sancho start on the right as well.
Like that. Midfield, bro?
Sorry, what was I? 1, 2. Definitely, you can't rule out Bruno. Bruno has to be there. But that first pass to Rashford was just
Very nice, man.
Reminded me of my idol, Eric Cantona.
Yeah.
Very well weighted pass, yeah.
I think his
Super fast.
personality is almost similar to Cantona as well.
Very under. True.
So definitely hope to see Fernandes there.
And
So that means, let me see. So you got your front. You got Rashford, Sancho, Ronaldo, and then you got midfield Pogba and Bruno, and then the behind Shaw and Bisaka already. The middle centre back
middle centre back Maguire.
Maguire. So Maguire and Lindy. So Maguire, Lindy, Bis.
I think Maguire will come good. The fella is here one.
I think he got the goal back, so fine lah. And then he was running all over the place also in that game, the second half. So I give him props for that lah. And then we were playing at home also.
Yeah, but if
He
you
was
watch
trying
some,
to redeem himself a lot.
the day I also was watching an interview where they asked him. I think it was Gary Neville that asked him. He said what the biggest critic of his game is actually his father. The father would then give him a after game review, telling him how shitty he's playing and all those things. So if you have family members that push you like that, and I'm pretty sure that kind of mindset is already set in him, because the father actually expect him to perform and do a review with him, look back, what did he did wrong and what can he do better, and you need players like that, and not just like that's it, okay, finish the game, okay, get my paycheck and go home. And like I think like what John said, Maguire looks like the kind of player that thinks, but he needs to be a bit more he needs to dig in and go into that warlike mentality, where, because he's the captain, he needs to really drag the team, and I think he needs to get he needs to get a little bit more physical, I feel, add some aggression into his game. He's a good defender, no doubt. You see the difference, especially during the Euros as well, when he came in after the second during the knockout stages, and how stable the England defense became. As much as everyone saying that he's overpriced and so on, but he does have that certain element that he brings to the team, the calmness. But again, against Leicester, I was a bit disappointed. That's why, and and the camera was constantly panning when they scored. When they show the replay, they show that puzzled face, that lost face. Like,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is really annoying to see. I'm quite disappointed that Maguire is being in that position, but he needs to really get his head back again, back again. And I think it's very similar to what happened early last season, when he had that whole assault allegation, remember, in Greece. Then
Okay.
Mm.
yeah, and
Okay.
that kind of screwed up his entire early season last season as well. So
What?
I hope this does not bring back the same thing as well. But he did bounce back from that, and I'm pretty sure he can bounce back from this as well. So
Surprising, there's no Greenwood in your team. 3-5-2. Three behind enough. Who's the three going to play behind? Who's the three at the back?
for, Yeah. For me, like I say again, if you want speed, I'll play Shaw in the center. So it's going to be Lindelof, Maguire, and Shaw. And then on the left, you had to pick someone, either Dalot or Teles. But I kind of like Teles to be on the left as well, because the guy can whip in a really good cross. And if you're going to play Ronaldo there, and Teles played quite well with Ronaldo that day. I remember that cross. I can't remember which game. I think it was is it
The
the
one after
Villarreal?
Young Boys.
Yeah, the
Villarreal.
Villarreal game. So he's the one that created a lot of chances for Ronaldo. So if he can bring that game, you know,
No,
go
I've,
head on.
I've always I've always
Yeah.
been a fan of Teles. Can go
Hmm.
back and check the previous
Yeah.
videos also. I
Yeah.
know
You were saying,
controversial
right?
people didn't like
Mhm.
what I said. I said no. As far as being the attacking threat, but I said yesterday that was a beautiful
Mhm.
pass for sure. I give it up, man.
Shaw
Football
Shaw has
class.
improved since
I
Teles came about. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I feel Teles is a more attacking player. Because when I saw him play last year when we bought him, right, most of the time when he was in the game, we were playing more attacking, which I felt
yep.
lacked last year. Now I know why we did that, because he finished second in the league,
Hmm.
Champions League, whatever la lost. But this season now I can see now we're trying to play more attacking, but shit in the goals all been falling like nobody's business. So I don't want to repeat the same thing and say the whole Ronaldo effect. We already spoke about it, but
Hmm.
I feel tomorrow what I would like to see is I would like to see a 4-4-2 finally prop up. I want
Hmm.
to see like this. I don't want Ronaldo to play. I don't want Ronaldo to start because the Liverpool defense is way too strong. They're going to cover him so much. He's going to have half a second, 1 second, 2 seconds at most in a threatening position, 5 seconds to 6 seconds in a non-threatening position. Because one fellow, two fellows block him there, threatening position, there'll be three fellows blocking him. So you put him there on tomorrow with the team playing now without any clue on how to play the ball well towards him and throwing long crosses from outside inside last year wishing for the best. We are dead.
Mm.
And
Hmm.
if all the things we said just now earlier was to be taken into account, that means he's not going to defend tomorrow, right? That means we are dead. So now that's why I don't want Ronaldo to start. I want to see a 4-4-2 that can be a bit more defensive with if Cavani excuse me, if Cavani is fit, put him there. Okay. Cavani. Behind him, I was thinking, because I just thought of it, behind him, put Pogba. Okay? Hear me out. Cavani in front, Pogba behind. Left, Rashford. Right, Sancho. Middle, Tommy and Bruno. Tommy and Bruno. Tell Bruno, this is an important game. Never mind, you chill out. You be your attacking self, but don't be an idiot when you realize, don't, we know we know you're not stupid, but don't be an idiot and think about attacking so much when we're getting pressured at the back. So priorities have to change now. It's a team thing. It's not a personal thing. I want to
Hmm.
attack. Yes, you want to win, but realize that you're not playing well. So Bruno and Tommy in the midfield. Behind, I mean, I would love Varane lah, but let's say from who's fit now,
Yep.
the same one as the one that played yesterday. So keep Maguire and Lindelof, right? Keep
Hmm.
Maguire and Lindelof. Right side Bisaka, left side I don't know lah, guys, but okay, left side keep Shaw lah, cause Shaw is good lah. He
He's
plays very well
on
against
form at the
the
moment, lah. I mean,
non-form, and he
don't
plays
waste
well
that
against the
form.
English
Yeah.
teams. Yeah, because the English teams you need more defense. So short positioning and grit and heavy tackles will go. But that's my team. I do not want Ronaldo in my team. I do not want to see Ronaldo play on Sunday if we are not going to use him effectively.
Yep.
Talk to me. Tell me I'm full of shit. Gian, tell me I'm full of shit, Gian. Tell me
Spot
I'm
on,
talking
man.
nonsense.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Think okay. I got some reasonings there. I reasoned it well.
Yes,
I think I reasoned it well also.
I
Very
agree.
reasonable.
Yeah, I agree that he Ronaldo, as much as I said he will start because of his I think their obligation to start him, and I
That's the
think he
thing
will
lah,
do a
bro.
lot.
Leceh lah that
But
thing.
I still stand
Hate
by
me.
the fact that we are not ready to have him back in the team yet. The team is still adapting to his style of play, and against Liverpool, I may not want to see him start. He may come in as an impact player, you
I
know.
like that.
Yeah,
I was going
impact
sorry.
player.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that. Yes, coming
Yeah,
later on.
impact player, read the game, because he's experienced enough to be able to read the game, like how Cavani come in every time. You see
Correct.
when he come in later in the
Mm.
game and he reads the game, he makes that run. And
True
because
that.
of because he's, I mean, being a senior player, a more older player, you don't have that physical ability to last out 90 minutes. Although he's ripped as shit, lah,
So straight up,
hamstrung, the
you
rib.
got the extra
But
neck.
yeah,
Extra neck going on.
so, but he can be the impact player coming in maybe halftime, when the Liverpool defense is already tired, and he can come in, fresh legs, get a good what I call 60-minute rest, in the game, and come in the 60th minute, coming in for
Something
maybe
lah.
either Cavani or someone sub in and cause havoc lah,
Yeah,
cause
lah.
massive havoc lah.
So, do your thing, bro.
Do your
Okay, we
thing.
are nil
Yeah.
nil down or we're 1-0 down. We need crosses, and now you're the man.
Yeah.
So now my SS was Pogba.
Mm.
Gion, what do you think about that? You can be honest, no problem. No, you can say I'm a Swahai also here, no problem. All good,
Your
man. Here.
sorry, your S what?
So my main striker for Sunday will be Cavani, and the second striker, the one behind him, is Pogba. What do you think
Mm-hmm.
about that? I have a reason for that. So, but I'd like to hear what you all thought.
I think all of us are choosing two front guys, right? Yeah.
3-5-2. Oh yeah, you all also three five
Three
two.
five
Oh
two zero
shit!
two
Two
four
two
four two.
I
strikers.
keep thinking. Yeah,
I
yeah,
like two
yeah.
strikers. I like the two striker formula.
So yeah, who would you, Gian? Who would you want your two in front? Who would you want your two in front? Because you all didn't tell me your team just now. That's why I just went to this one.
Uh, Ronaldo and sorry, Bruno
Ronaldo and
behind him.
Bruno in front. Yeah. Bruno can drop back a little bit, isn't it? I was saying
Mm.
Pogba because I wanted some height. So I said as an assassin, we're not playing so attacking and not. But actually, Bruno there is quite good. He can
But
drop
I
back a little bit.
Mhm.
I think because of Bruno's performance, which is so positive now, Pogba doesn't get a chance. But I think he operates very effective behind a striker, Pogba.
In 3-5-2 lah. In 3-5-2. I
Mm.
think for 4-4-2, I won't put Bruno as the SS. I'll put him where I this
Mm.
one. But you can tell me if I'm full of shit, please.
No,
It's all
definitely
good.
not. The problem, the dilemma is always Bruno or Pogba. I have to choose either one, that kind of thing.
And surprising, you guys wouldn't put Mason Greenwood as the SS or Rashford as the SS,
I,
Vincent?
I yeah, I wouldn't choose Rashford or Greenwood as the second striker. I mean, if they're playing up front with two up front, that means not supporting striker, as in both forward strikers, like how Andy Cole and Dwight York or Teddy
Yeah,
Sheringham and
ngam.
Nostalgia. Then yes, I
Correct.
will put either Greenwood with Ronaldo, or
Mm.
for example, actually, in fact, Cavani and Ronaldo will be a very interesting formation up
Yeah,
there. Yeah, they can
Bro, I was
they call
thinking
it
if
the
maybe not
forward
Liverpool, I
pivot.
would go there. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
they
Yeah,
can do that
I
for
like
maybe
that too.
a smaller team.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, bro. Correct, Gian. I'm thinking, I would love to see that
yes.
experiment, a smaller team, bro.
Actually,
But
to be
yeah, go
honest,
on,
right,
Vincent.
they can even try this on Liverpool. Freaking this rain fire on them. Bring their game to their own field lah. For example,
Dude,
they like to
man.
play the crossing game with Robertson and Alexander Arnold, right? So
Mhm.
we do that the same thing lah. We bring. Of course, our only
Bring
issue
the
is that
fire.
we bring the fire to them. The only issue is Bisaka. His delivery is not that good. That's the only
Wokaki no
issue.
jutsu.
Yeah, so we have to rely on Shaw alone. But if you have Ronaldo and Cavani up there making that interesting runs, right? And then you
Mm.
get players like Bruno, Pogba, and then maybe you get like Luke Shaw on the left, whipping in crosses or raking in long balls into the defense, and these two players making their what I call their intelligent runs and their
Mm.
positioning. my God, I think we can cause a little bit of a damage. The only thing is that whether they can last 90 minutes, that's another thing. Like, because again, you look at Van Dijk and at the moment, who is his partner? Either Joe Gomez or Matip, right? Or is it that new guy Konate? So they're all
Yeah.
freaking physical. So whether these two uncle
Mm,
can survive that physicality for 90 minutes is a whole different
mm.
story. Yeah. So I would love to see Cavani and Ronaldo up front. That would be very interesting because you see, I think against which team they played together. I think was against
I mean,
Villarreal. Is it?
yesterday a bit lah,
Yeah,
second half a
yeah,
bit,
yeah. So
20 minutes, 20, no,
you can
more
see
than that.
there's a because of both of them being so experienced, and that there is like that certain wavelength, that they understand each other's game. Both are experienced and intelligent players already. They know how to make that runs. They know who's going to make which move, and they know what to
Mm.
do. It's just that physically, both of them are not no longer there lah, at their peak. And if you can get the midfield to click with them, I think we can cause a lot of damage as well. But um, the
But
second
y'all
option,
would,
yeah, the
but
second
y'all
option, yeah.
so you want him to start tomorrow against Liverpool?
Mhm,
Gion prefers you also lah, Ronaldo and
mhm.
Bruno. If
Yep.
they play two of
I
us, the
like I said
midfield
again
put
earlier.
everybody else.
Earlier, I wouldn't really want Ronaldo, but it would be interesting to see Ronaldo and
No,
Cavani playing together.
I'm straight. I really 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 hope they don't
Mhm.
start Ronaldo against Liverpool. No lah, they will cover him very very well. Their
But
midfielder
yeah,
Jordan
but
Henderson is
against this Liverpool team, we can't be playing that high crossing game. No point.
Yep.
The
yeah
defenders easily will just head it out. So we need to
yeah.
play that
Imagine
intelligent game, which I don't know
Imagine
at the moment. Yeah,
imagine. I mean, actually, not really. Imagine, maybe get prepared. Like anybody watching, so get prepared to be 1-0 down by the halftime. Better just be prepared. It could be some so high goal also, funky dumb shit goal deflected also because of pressure deflected goal. It could happen
yeah.
because those guys shoot well. Salah takes a lot of shots. Mane,
I'm just worried that
Jordan,
Klopp's
Jota.
going to use the same tactic that Leicester has
Yeah,
been using against us, and you
yeah,
know that this Liverpool team plays a better pressing game than Leicester, and Leicester itself last week wasn't even their first
yeah.
11,
The guy's
and
missing.
they are able to cut through us
Pushes
like
like
that.
that. Yeah.
I'm just extremely worried lah, to be honest. I'm just extremely
Only
worried.
only good thing is we're playing at home, right?
That's even worse, man. Losing at
Yeah.
home to Liverpool. I don't know. No.
Our home form has not been extremely
Yeah.
encouraging. It's been
So it's been off this season. So okay, let's
It's been off for several seasons, right?
let, let's end it on that. So what's the
Yeah.
prediction for the game? Hey, wait, hang on. Our home form last season was good, but
Compared
we
to the
finished second
away,
in the league.
our away form is the one that actually
No, we
drag
yeah
us.
we had a
Yeah.
29 or 18 or
Which
something
has
away
which was
unbeaten
gone. Which was
run,
gone
right?
last week.
Yeah,
It was
which
an
we lost to against
extremely,
Leicester.
extremely major collapse.
So what's the prediction tomorrow, Vincent?
Wow. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. 2-3.
If we lose, huh?
I'm
Gian?
hoping for a win. Lah.
But yeah, eyes hope for win. Okay, so 2-3 loss. Gian, what do you think will happen tomorrow?
um realistically 2-2 draw.
Okay,
I think there definitely will be goals.
Mhm.
I definitely want them to win, even by a bigger margin. But just concerned about our focus at this moment. I think we're gonna slip up somehow, unfortunately.
What about you?
Okay. I think it'll be a 1-0 loss. I think I don't think Oli want to take too many chances with the just go out and play freely. I think I'm not sure lah. I don't know. I haven't seen. I just see here before I let you all go. Like latest news here is Bruno is a doubt for the game on Sunday.
Mhm.
Rashford and Fred came off the game with injuries, and yeah, Liverpool are the only remaining unbeaten team in the Premier League, just 1 point off Chelsea. Yeah. So Bruno might have picked up a knock and might not be playing
Mhm.
on Sunday. So anyway,
Yeah.
I wasn't
Once
going to change
upon a
my
time,
mind.
we
I
are the
just
top
saw
of the
it.
league.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-0 loss. I hope if we lose, I hope it's just 1-0 lah. I hope it's not
Mhm.
anything worse. Of course, like you all, I hope we get a win or a draw. But anyway, on that, I'd like to thank you all. Thank you guys for joining me. Anybody else who tune in, remember to like and subscribe. We're here every week. Follow us everywhere. And peace out, man. Wish for the best.